there. So I did a video earlier regarding this spreading fungus that's deadly. 1 in 3 people die. Mostly just immune compromised people, but obviously elderly could also be affected. So I wanted to share some more information because I noticed that when I shared a link from the MSN article, this one, for whatever reason, YouTube blocked that link. I'm not really sure, but I went back and looked at the article. There's nothing inconsistent with the rest of the articles that's ever been reported on it. So I guess it may just be a site that has maybe some questionable ads for, I mean, they advertise YouTube on this particular site, yet YouTube doesn't allow this site that they advertise on to share the links from. Anyways, that's okay, because I went in and I looked and I found some more information about this particular fungus. So there are new states that are currently reporting in 2024, and that's why it's kind of getting some new attention. It actually has been kind of picking up speed and spreading since 2021. One article said that it was originally identified in Japan in 2009. However, there were further studies after that was reported that said that they identified in studies in, I think it was South Korea, all the way back in 1996. But I don't think it was as resistant to where now it's actually spreading. And there was a list of states that showed a chart as of December 2022 and the states that the cases were growing. Even though it's the, I guess, elder or immune compromised that are ones that the fatality is the risk of, it's still easy to spread from people who may not actually be sick by it, I think is what's causing it to spread. So this is the map of the states. I cannot find an updated map on the list of states, just kind of piecemeal. You'll see in different articles where new cases in new states are popping up, such as Washington. I think there's several new states in the last part of last year and this year. But the red is representing the highest rates of infections, like probably over 1,000 per the state. So just something to keep in mind, that because it is spreading at an increased rate, again, it may not be a threat to healthy people, but the spread of it from healthy people can cause, the increased cases of people getting it and dying. So as here it says, it was first identified in Japan in 2009. But again, I did read another article where studies were found after this article was written that is way back in 1996, but there were just so few cases. But now, because it's becoming, I guess, more resistant. So 60% of people with it have died. 60% fatality rate's pretty high. So it's important for people to be aware and try to keep the case number down. Even if you're somebody that's healthy that may not die of it, you could spread it to your family members or your elderly or whatever. So here's the increase rate. The number of infections increased by 59% from 2019 to 2020, and then by an additional 95% to 1,471 cases. I don't know what state that was in, but now so many states are getting more and more increased cases. So it's definitely something to keep watch out for. And it doesn't say, and I've looked and researched, it talks about, sanitizing your hands, but it doesn't say, like, if you have to clean surfaces with specific chemicals or whatever, hydrogen peroxide or whatever. I showed the list in the last video. I'll put a link in the description of this video if you want to see that one, of the different things that they disinfect with in the medical environments or whatever. But I don't know if you can just it doesn't say like what proper hand sanitization there is. And I even went to the CDC site and it doesn't say how do you sanitize your hands properly from this. It's not saying, which is kind of odd. I guess if they don't know, they just don't include it. But anyways, they tell you how to sanitize your hands from, the other viruses, but not this one. So I don't know what to do on that one. So this shows it shows you the 1,000 or more, 500 or more. The ones in like the orange and the red have the highest amount of cases. But this was like over a year ago, so this has increased. They've added Washington now and a few new other states. So ABC reported 5 days ago Washington state has now been added to the list. And then the list to disinfect with. So, anyways, yeah, I'll just say, when you go out in the stores, if somebody's in the medical field and they're carrying this fungus on their body, go inside and start touching things in the store. Yeah, you can see how easily it can be spread, you know. So that's why I always say disinfect everything coming from stores, especially this time of year too. That's what I do. Okay, that's it for this. Have a good one. Bye.